Alright guys, Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV. So yes, in the last episode, very well if I might add, completed the Burn Dungeon and the Duty Finder. I'm actually going to go on there because I didn't clear that yet, just in case we get further along. Already talked to everybody here, but we found out from Lise that the Eorzean Alliance wants to invite Doma especially to the next meeting, in the hopes of grouping together to fight Garlemald. But more importantly, we learned that Alphino was not there, but from the story we learned before that, he is perfectly fine and well and with somebody called the Shadow Hunter. At least I think his name was Shadow Hunter. That was the nickname. Mask gave it away. I'm just going to say Shadow Hunter until we get to that point. So I thought let's talk to Lord Ian and see what he's got to add. Although, Alizé is still just as worried as ever about him. There you are, my friend. Everyone is assembled, so let us begin.
If we are to ready ourselves for invasion, we shall need manpower, provisions, and time, all of which are in notably short supply.
Candid as ever, Yugiri, and correct, I concede. Fortunately, I have an idea. 'Tis plain no single nation can stand against the might of the Empire. And it was only with the aid of others that Doma succeeded in winning her freedom. So, I mean to take a leaf out of our Eorzean friends' book and form an alliance of our own. In addition to those with whom we already share an understanding, I would reach out to Hingashi and Suinosato, and further afield to the myriad peoples of Nangsha and Dalmasca. I am under no illusion. Not all will answer the call. Yet disparate though we may be, we are united in our desire for freedom. If our neighbors could be made to see what is at stake, Ascian machinations and all, cooperation need not be so far-fetched a notion.
It may even seem practical. Under the guidance of our former leader, Master Louis Soir, we once strove to unite the fractious city-states of Eorzea. I dare say that experience shall be of use in your endeavor.
We should be glad of your wisdom.
For the record, I would have been in favor of this plan even if it hadn't been my grandfather's, but I have to ask, how will we secure the time to carry it out? Not that anyone has forgotten, but the Garleans have airships. Lots and lots of airships. Should they catch wind of our plan, they could send an armada to overwhelm us before our alliance had even begun to take shape.
Not if we deny them access to the skies. During our time in the Burn, the Warrior of Light and I chanced upon some Allagan ruins.
Oh?
As such ruins go, they were not particularly unusual. But something about the surrounding land struck me as odd. Faint though it was, its ethereal residue was uncannily similar to that of Azizlar. Identical, in fact. For locations so far removed to share a single etheric signature is all but impossible. I conclude, therefore, that the Allagans created the floating continent with land taken from the Burn. While that is a most intriguing theory, I fail to see what relevance it has to Doma's defense. Azizlar was enclosed in a powerful energy barrier, impenetrable even to an Agrias-class battleship. It occurred to me that those ruins may have enjoyed similar protection. I have no proof, but the Warrior of Light did report seeing a structure resembling other known Allagan field generators.
All right. But even if we could put up such an energy barrier, it surely wouldn't extend beyond the limits of the Burn. So what's to stop the Garleans flying around it?
Fuel. The Dalmascan capital, Rabanasta, was a key imperial refueling point in the east. By laying waste to it as a lesson to the rest, the Empire greatly hindered its own operations in the region. If an Imperial fleet were to advance upon Doma, it would now have little choice but to travel, as the crow flies, over the burn.
I see.
A word of caution. Even assuming the generator still functions, raising a barrier of such a scale will require a prodigious amount of energy. And few places are so bereft of suitable crystals as the burn.
A source of energy. Tell me, did the Allagans make a habit of launching things into the sky?
A curious question. Besides Aziz's Law, I know of only one other notable instance. The Red Moon Dalamud, whose fall triggered the calamity.
Just the 2 occasions, you say? Then I believe I may have a solution to our energy problem.
You do?
I may. To find out for sure, we would need to visit the Azim Steppe. Which would, I now see, present the perfect opportunity to discuss an alliance with the Zayla tribes. How very neat. What say you then? Shall we see whither this road leads?
Field of Etherology, the Azim Steppe remains unbroken ground. Having missed your last expedition through injury, I mean to seize the opportunity with both hands. Steppe, I always wanted to see it. Reigning Ruby Princess is more receptive to the outside world than her predecessor. It is true, but we offer an invitation to war. Though I will plead our case, I fear we may expect little Suno Sato. Fought long and sacrificed much to claim our freedom, I will die before I allow the Empire to take it from us again. It is settled then. I will journey to the Azim Steppe with Sion, Yugiri, and Hikaru. I leave our neighbors to you. My apologies, but I won't be joining you. I know Ethereologists and what skills I do possess are unlikely to be of any great use on the mission. More importantly, it seems to me that the ruins in the burn warrant attention. So I will give, while you are away securing energy source, I will engage our friends at Garlean Ironworks to undertake a complete overhaul of the field generators. We'll need them in good working order if I plan to succeed. I trust there are no objections. Have care in the burn? Come on, Alze, could you not get Totaro to do it? Now Tower have care. Have care on the Steppe. For what I hear, the Zayla like fighting with friends almost as much as foes. Good luck. Damn straight they do. It's just 3 of us then? Very well. Shall we make the first for you reunion? I just realized, did I go up by 3,000 or 4,000? Neato, it's fun being back here. That's fine. If to be back, we're not for a mission. I would like nothing more to lie on the grass and watch the clouds float by. This same step, the tales do not do it justice. To make the views impressive here, wait until you reach higher ground. And actually, seeing as your first visit, permit me to show you my favorite sport.
I will never tire of this vista. The endless fields, the boundless skies. 'Tis a sight to make a man forget his cares.
But not his purpose, I trust. Might this be a fitting moment to tell us what we are doing here?
Of course. During my time with the mole, I learned some few myths of this land. One goes thus. In the distant past, when all seemed doomed, a wayfaring soul came unto the steppe. Venturing into the northern crag, he received of Nama a sliver of her essence, a shard of the shining moon, and with it clove the tainted land from the earth. The end thus averted, to these fields did the wayfaring soul return, and venturing once more into the northern crag, he buried the shard, and made unto the heavens an offering of blood.
A tainted land cloven from the earth and an offering of blood to the heavens. Azizlar and Dalamud.
That was my thinking, yes.
And you believe that yonder mountains hide an artifact possessed of sufficient power to raise Azizlar up to the heavens? I suppose that might suffice.
Worth a closer look, would you say?
I would.
Yeah, let's go have fun and look at stuff. Ah, foot. Intriguing myth, though. I wonder how Nama came to be woven into it. An elegant hand, perhaps? Here we shall travel to Hello? There we may Serena about the particulars of the myth and raise the matters of an alliance with the rulers of the steppe. Yay, my flying thing's back. I can't fly around still, so I got crippling depression. Look at my birdie. Ah, I missed my old. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking like last episode when I was discussing everything about me doing all this stuff for that Guardian thing. Not gonna lie. I was contemplating, I wonder if I should record this, but then in the back of my head I was like, no, this is really freaking boring. Because I literally sat for like 2 hours just doing stuff. That's all I did. And to be honest, once I'm done with these two other episodes, I probably won't end up doing again. That's gonna be fun. Now what time is it? 12:11? Yeah, sadly I gotta be at work at 3:15, so right around 1 is when I gotta quit recording. Tell me, do you notice anything different about the mole? How they carry themselves? That, my friend, is pride. I do believe their victory in Anano meant more than them than I realized. So that is Serena. He's told me something of the woman, but I did not think that we ever had occasion to meet. Ian, Hydaelyn, I'm glad you're visiting. Opportunity to welcome a new friend. How may we serve you? There's a matter I would discuss with the mole. It concerns not only the peoples of the steppe, but of every land in the Far East. Shard of the shining moon left behind by a wayfaring soul, and you need this to protect our lands. I do. My friends and I wish to find the shard and ascertain the extent of its power. Can you tell me more of the place where it lies buried? This northern crag? If that is what you wish, in the mountains to the north there's a cavern called the House of the Crooked Coin. Inside the cavern are pillars of stone that legend holds to be the source of Nama's power. There, I believe you will find what you seek. Ah yes, I know the place. 'Tis a brisk walk from here. What are your thoughts on an alliance? Should the Empire return, our lands will be engulfed in a storm of conflict, whether we will it or no. If we do not stand together, we will fall apart. This I believe with all my heart. However, on the tribes of Steppe there are those who revere Nama above all else. To them the pillars are sacred and not to be disturbed. Should you proceed as you foresaid, such tribes are like to spurn an alliance, prompting others to follow their example. That is my concern. But it is by no means certain that the pillars provide the power you seek. Ere you rest the ire of the followers of Nama, might you first visit the House of the Crooked Coin? If all that you hope we may consider, then consider how best to earn their blessing. Thank you for your counsel. You'll do as you suggest. I have no desire to give offense to those whom I would join hands. Thank you for your understanding. Though the mole may reign over the steppe today, that decision will shape the days to come, and we will not force others into a war against their will. Nor weak. 100-fold stronger are those who choose to fight of their own accord. Jenna's quite right. Before we seek permission to use the pillars, we should determine if they are suitable for our purposes. Such a step where mirror tribes exist side by side, it is important to respect each other's ways, and it would be wise indeed to respect the beliefs of those who would gladly render up their body and soul to the Dusk Mother. Seems the time has come to put my skills to use. Pray lead to the way to the House of Crooked Coin. Step 1. Scare an alliance. Step 2. Blow a bitch up. Step 3. Blow another bitch up. Step 4. Profit. That sounds like the army. Go alliance here, blow some people up. What do we got to lose? Oh god. So much of this game I have never looked at. Everyone over here. You can tell I like when I played this and I was going through the story, I didn't give a damn about most of this. But you also got to remember when I originally played Stormblood. Actually, wait a minute. Realm Reborn, I explored a fair bit because you actually had to go everywhere, for the most part. Not everywhere, but you know, for a good chunk of it, you did. Oh, it's an enemy, y'all. Heaven's Ward, I think I explored a good chunk of it again because I was kind of forced to, in a way. Well, some parts you already visited through Realm Reborn, so to be honest, it wasn't that much of a difference in exploring. The Stormblood, like I explored some, but playing the story, like I just focused on the story. I loved the story too much. I was having too much fun. Although I really can't wait till next DLC comes out for this game. I think it's supposed to come out during the summer this year, if I remember correctly. Although the month-long journey to play this has actually been quite fun. Oh, it certainly looks powerful. Powerful enough that you'll have to ask the expert. Ah, my ear.
Such an abundance of ether.
Are we in luck?
We are. This is an Allegan artifact, most likely built to regulate the flow of ether. I strongly suspect the ancients used it to stem the flow from here to the burn. That would explain how they were able to untether what became Azys La from its surroundings. But were we to throw open the floodgates, the resultant deluge would surely be sufficient to raise our wall. And in restoring the flow, we may also restore life to the wasteland.
What is it?
While the device itself harbors a surfeit of ether, the opposite is true of the surrounding area. An effect of regulation, perhaps. A similar phenomenon seemed to be occurring in Doma. Whatever the explanation, the answer will not reveal itself here. We have seen what we needed to see. Let us return to Mol Ilo.
I had to run all the way back there, don't I? Oh, the cunts. I got to run all the way back. Oh no, I don't want to run. I'm lazy, I hate running. I wish I had more ether rates. But no. Square Enix thought, oh, that'd be too easy, then the players would be lazy and just spend their gil all the time. Probably. I'm 99% sure I would. At least getting down's a lot quicker. I can just go and take this route. And clear out broken kanks. Eh, damage-wise ain't that bad. Such abundant source of ether should lie undisturbed for millennia. It is a miracle made possible by Steppe's long history of isolation. It looks like I was right about the pillars. Now all we have to do is need permission to use them. Found that which you seek, then. Great. Indeed, and thus Mother's power is not less will suffice to protect our lands. Blessing of the other tribes must now be sought. Of course, but which tribe should we appeal? There are those who worship Nama, but none are so fervent in their faith as the Dothral. Their consent shall be the key. Dothral. He spoke of them. A warlike tribe possessed of unique customs, beliefs. I sensed their cooperation will not easily be won. No, it will be well worth the effort. Though, fear nothing, death least of all. Our alliance will greatly be strengthened by their presence. Let us go to the Dothral Ka and trade with their Khatan, Sadu. Is happy? Well, I'm actually going to cut my time in half by just fast traveling there. It's a 4-second load. Another what? 5 seconds? 5, 4, 3. Actually, no, about 5 seconds. About 5 seconds. Get back here, go see our boys. Go have fun again. Then I think we're near the end of the episode, because when I go over here, I think I gotta talk to them. And then either I do the one thing I know about, or I gotta make it. Did make it. I will say this much, I was having fun. What was it, last night and into the morning with my sinuses? Luckily, my brain decided to have a bloody nose, and it destroyed my sinus. Destroyed it. Still troubling. God, I was miserable, because I woke up around... No, I think I passed out around noon. And I hadn't edited a video yet, sadly. Actually, no, I think I went to bed with the video getting edited. Woke up, and then had everything get... Woke up, felt like crap. Noticed my nose wanted to bleed really badly. And I'm assuming it's because of my heater was on. And I've been having that issue where like it gets really hot and dry in my room. But I keep it on just because it gets so freaking cold in here sometimes. And I think I'm going to keep it off for a while. Because I think my issue is that when I play this game on my PC likes to run a little hot. I don't know why. It's only the GPU. GPU just likes to run a little bit. Which I'm assuming a mixture between that and the heater don't mix well together. I found Sparrow Sadu is an astute leader. If we plead our case in earnest, I am sure she will be persuaded. Great faith gives rise to great strength, for better or for worse. Whatever it is that the Thal holds sacred, we would do well in accord to it all respect. You again. Other matters demand our time, Con. Actually, I think that is right, Con. Yes, it is battle you seek. Last not quite the opposite, in fact. Talking, always talking. You say the pillars hold great power? Of course they do. They're a source of Nama's strength. To us all, no place is more sacred, and we will make ash of any who will defile it. Though I see this is not your wish. See the wisdom of a proposition, then. We will join hands with us? I said nothing of joining hands. You wish to wield Nama's power to defend these lands? Then this I will allow. But for leaving the Sept to fight the men in iron, I would have something else in return. Namely, battle with you, Con. Wait, what? Autumn ended ere it began. I would face you again, alone, without distractions. Defeat me, prove yourself the stronger. You shall have the Tathal as your allies. Surely these are agreeable terms. Well, this is a not wholly unexpected turn of events, though I had assumed I would be the one required to fight. Last, Catan has made her choice. I'd rather not. Shall we dance? Shall we battle the steppe? Shall not soon forget. Already my soul burns brighter. Prepare yourself, Con, and wait outside the car, and I will gather my witnesses and join you alone. And go whoop her ass. Oof. How to run this way. Oh my god, I did have a good. Oh, I get remembered. I remember having so much time wasted on this one. Because I lost it so many times, and you get it was because I couldn't figure out how the game mechanics work for the fight. I had to repeat it like 3 or 4 times. And by the 3rd or 4th time, I got so pissed. Like, I nearly went, F this, and I just was about to throw a freaking table. Not really, but I did get pretty irritated. Dr. Stola? Try as I might, I failed to see the logic in this arrangement, but can't but conclude there is none. When I was little, I would stride up to Gozetsu, wooden sword in hand, and challenge him to his great credit. He never held back, and I had many a bump and bruise to show for it. That's the deal. Alright, but I think we actually hit 30 minutes. If I remember right, I think we ended it, or last episode, around 55. So we should be roughly around 30 minutes. So with that, guys, I'll say this. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. When we come back, we'll fight Sadu, and pray the Almighty Lord Jesus, Holy Mary, Mother God Christ, that they're actually willing to get into an alliance after this goddamn fight. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.